The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Another run with Mitchell. And some room to roam now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 2nd down and 4. Lance, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second and a yard. Lance complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Lance. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw in this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
4th down, here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half. But that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one. And it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And this is caught inside the 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Once more with Mitchell.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st down, Lance.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson, rolling to his right. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 34 yards. yards. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Lance now on first down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 59 yards. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson from the shotgun. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Here's Jackson on third and long. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 24, Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And his pass, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
To throw is Jackson. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Lance. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen.